The scenically enchanting island of Taiwan first became known to the world as Formosa, meaning beautiful in Portuguese and Latin. It is similar in size to the Netherlands and Switzerland, with a land area of 36,000 square kilometers and has a population of 23 million. Surrounded by the sea and three-quarters mountainous, Taiwan has few natural resources and must import most of its raw materials. Taiwan's most important resource is its people. For 60 years, Taiwan's economy has grown at an average rate of 7.4% per year. Until 1995, its unemployment rate remained below 2%. And for the last 2 decades, consumer prices have risen an average of under 2% annually. These achievements, accompanied by an equitable income distribution, have gained renown worldwide as the Taiwan experience. In 2012, Taiwan's foreign trade reached $570 billion, the world's 18th highest. Its GDP was around $470 billion, and per capita GDP topped $20,000. Currently, Taiwan is one of the world's biggest producers of IT products. Its IT industry plays a key, indispensable role in global production chains. Made by Taiwan products have the largest global market share of many major items, including semiconductor contract manufacture, IC testing, IC packaging, wireless LANs, and notebook PCs. Adorned with great scenic beauty and rich in cultural diversity, Taiwan presents a splendidly colorful array of faces to the world. The success of Taiwan's transformation can be credited mainly to its people's hard work and its government's far-sighted planning, with the timely adoption of correct and well-sequenced development strategies to match each stage of progress. In the wake of World War II, Taiwan suffered from severe inflation and unemployment. At that stage, the government's main focus was to rebuild infrastructure and restore industrial production. By 1952, production had been lifted back up to its pre-war level. In 1953, Taiwan launched its first 4-year economic development plan, adopting the strategy of promoting agriculture to foster industry and using industry to develop agriculture. On the one hand, the government carried out land reform policies, reducing farmland rents and transferring land to the tiller. On the other hand, the government actively developed labor-intensive import-substituting light industries and introduced reforms of exchange controls and foreign trade to promote the replacement of imports with domestically produced goods and create a large number of job opportunities. Although the effects of the import substitution policy were gradually becoming apparent, Taiwan's limited domestic market was nearing saturation. The time had come for switching to the new strategic goal of competing in international markets. To encourage exports, the government implemented the Statute for the Encouragement of Investment, which made use of tax deductions and exemptions to encourage foreign investment in Taiwan. It also set up 3 export processing zones in Kaohsiung, Tanzi, and Nansi. These policies served the aims of expanding job opportunities and ensuring increasingly even distribution of income. To speed up the growth of Taiwan's economy, the government in the 1970s launched the 10 major construction projects involving the large-scale expansion of railway, airport, harbor, and electric power infrastructure, and the building of steelmaking, shipbuilding, and petrochemical plants, for the development of heavy and chemical industries. When the world experienced energy crises at this time, the execution of these projects and a further 12 major projects that followed secured the twin benefits of expanding domestic demand and stabilizing the economy, enabling Taiwan to safely weather the impact of the two spikes in international oil prices. The government set about adjusting industrial policy and expanding R&D expenditure in an effort to upgrade Taiwan's industry from a labor-intensive to a technology-intensive footing. A key step in this direction was the establishment in 1980 of the Hsinchu Science-Based Industrial Park, the first of its kind in Taiwan. Also, the Cabinet's Development Fund and the Industrial Technology Research Institute played an active guiding role in setting up semiconductor companies such as TSMC, which formed a solid base for the subsequent development of Taiwan's high-tech industrial sector. In the 1980s, the government embarked on vigorous pursuit of economic liberalization, internationalization, and institutionalization, aiming to bring Taiwan's domestic financial and economic laws into line with international norms and make Taiwan better able to compete internationally. And after many years of concerted effort by the government and private sector, Taiwan achieved membership of the World Trade Organization in January 2002, since which it has conducted its trade with other member countries in full compliance with the rules and principles of fair competition under the WTO regime. As Taiwan's economic development has brought rising prosperity, the government has attached increasing importance to ensuring that the whole population enjoys a good share of that prosperity. In March 1995, a national health insurance system was launched, and in January 1999, an unemployment insurance program was inaugurated as two main steps toward putting in place a comprehensive system of social welfare and relief. Since 2000, to build up momentum for the economy to take off again, the government has intensively invested in human capital, R&D and innovation, global logistics, and the living environment. In 2008, when President Ma Ying-jeou took office, he instituted a stepped-up drive to boost public investment, remodel industry, and strengthen global linkage, with the aim of building Taiwan into a global innovation center, an Asian-Pacific economic and trade hub, and an operations headquarters for Taiwanese businesses operating overseas. To enhance public infrastructure, the government will channel projected investment of 3.99 trillion NT dollars into the I-Taiwan 12 projects during the 8 years from 2009 to 2016. The 12 projects, including those to develop a fast and convenient island-wide transportation network, build an intelligent Taiwan, establish industrial innovation corridors, and plant new forests, are expected to greatly enhance the environment for industrial innovation and uplift the quality of life in Taiwan. On the industrial remodeling front, in addition to promoting the development of 6 major rising industries, 4 emerging intelligent industries, and 10 key service industries, the government has set its sights on speeding up the reformation of traditional industries with the infusion of innovation, aesthetics, environmental friendliness, and other such new elements, and is striving to raise the international competitiveness of manufacturing and service industries to create an upgraded industrial structure that produces higher value-added and lower carbon emissions. On the global linkage side, Taiwan will continue to speed up and broaden its global positioning to keep abreast of the international trends of globalization and regional integration. Having opened direct cross-strait transport in July 2008, Taiwan and mainland China currently have 50 airports serving direct flights. And with the signing of the Cross-Strait Economic Cooperation Framework Agreement, ECFA, which came into effect in September 2010, businesses investing in Taiwan can enjoy big advantages, such as preferential terms for trade in goods and services with the mainland. Also, to speed up integration into the global economic and trade system, the government is currently rounding out plans for free economic demonstration zones and pressing for inclusion in the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, TPP, with the aim of continuously raising Taiwan's status on the global economic and trade map. Another main theme of current government policy is to create an evenly affluent and just society. The government officially launched the National Pension System in October 2008, supplemented by the introduction of a new labor pension system in January 2009. These steps mark the formal advancement of Taiwan's social security setup toward a dual pension insurance system. Next on the government's agenda is a concerted endeavor to improve income distribution and enhance care for the disadvantaged, to ensure that all Taiwanese enjoy a fair share of the fruits of the economy. We are also working hard to build a sustainable and energy-conserving environment. Our efforts on this front took a major step forward with the formal commencement of high-speed rail service between the north and south of Taiwan in January 2007, ushering in a new era in which all parts of the country can be reached within an easy day's journey. And while we work to raise the quality of life in Taiwan, we stay mindful of fulfilling our duties as a member of the global village. Currently, we are doing our best to carry out a general program of energy saving and carbon reduction, with the targets of reducing national CO2 emissions to their 2005 level by 2020 and to their 2000 level by 2025. In 2012, Taiwan's highly open economy has felt the impact of Europe's spreading debt problem and the global economy's ongoing slowdown, dampening the economic growth rate from 4.07% in 2011 to 1.32%. However, in the 2013 World Competitiveness Rankings issued by IMD, Taiwan was ranked as the 11th most competitive economy of 60 assessed, demonstrating that the fundamentals of Taiwan's economy remain in sound shape. Looking ahead, in 2013, the government will thoroughly effectuate the Golden Decade National Vision Plan, drawing on the three key driving forces of innovation, openness, and structural adjustment to promote the 8 main visions of a vigorous economy, a just society, clean and competent government, prime culture and education, a sustainable environment, comprehensive development, cross-strait peace, and international amity in an exert every effort project to set national power on an upward trajectory. At the same time, the government will actively carry out the Economic Power-Up Plan containing guidelines for enhancing 5 elements essential to economic growth: industry structure, export growth, workforce training, investment promotion, and government efficacy, aimed at continuously improving the underpinnings of the economy. With the implementation of these plans, the economic growth rate is expected to be 2.40% in 2013. For more than half a century, under challenging political and economic conditions, both at home and abroad, Taiwan has made steady progress toward prosperity and democracy. Despite all the hardships along the way, the gritty endeavors of the Taiwanese people have created the so-called Taiwan experience that has attracted attention around the world. During this time, a key factor in Taiwan's successful transformation from agricultural to industrial society and the achievement of its present-day status as a high-technology stronghold has been the government's careful selection and thorough implementation of the right industrial policies to match each stage of economic development. Now, the people of Taiwan are well prepared for and eager to embrace an even better future. Thank you for joining our brief presentation on Taiwan's unique attractions and its expectations for a sunnier tomorrow. We warmly welcome you to Taiwan and wish you a pleasant and rewarding stay here.